Okay, welcome back, everybody, to coffee. Oh, that is clear. We're zoomed in. I'm not on Trippy the tripod today. This seems just a little fuzzy to me. Sorry, guys. I'm laughing at the chat. So if you are watching on YouTube, the recording, we are going to continue working in Color My Sketchbook, Bennett Klein Dark. This will be part 3. And so we're going to continue on. So what I am zoomed in. I am not on my Trippy the tripod where I can just like angle my tripod right up on something. So hopefully I'll just move around and it won't be too fuzzy for you guys. Okay, so we've done her face, or most of it. I'm going to probably do a little bit more pencil shading toward the end. We've done the red, a lot of the red. There's still a little bit more. This is just a multi-part show to color this because it's very detailed, and you can see how I want to do a lot of shading. All right, so we're using the Neo Color 2 water-soluble crayons. I'll show you the box here. Here we go. Make sure if you do get these, you get the Neo Color 2 water-soluble. Neo Color 1s are not water-soluble. They're just like a crayon, a wax crayon, and they won't move with water. You'll be very disappointed if you want watercolor ones. I'm also using some of the Kuretake Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I don't know if you call them marker, pen, real brush pen. It's a real brush. So we're using that as well. And yeah, I scribble out the crayon on a porcelain tray here, like this, and then I can pick it up with the water brush, and this is just a Pentel water brush. You can use whatever, just make sure you have a fine point, and then you can pick up what you want off of that. It's easier to me, but you can also just pull it right off the tip. But I find you have more control with how much you use if you pull it up off of a tray like that. But either way, and then what I do in between, let me grab a Kleenex here, to soften the amount of pigment on your brush, you can wipe some off or completely clean your brush. I like using a Kleenex. It just seems to work well. If you have any questions, put it in caps. Thanks everybody for being here. Terry. Oh my gosh, Terry. Okay, so I'm going to pick some up off the tray here that I have next to me, and I'm going to continue on layering. You have to, especially the Bennett Klein color books, they're pretty thin paper, and it will buckle a little bit, which doesn't bother me. But if you don't want any buckling at all in your color book page, then you probably don't want to add any water-soluble mediums to your page because it will buckle some. So just totally up to you. Always test what you're using. Test what you're using on a back page, just to make sure that whatever you're using is not going to soak through. It's not, and I just keep the Kleenex in my hand to kind of, dab some off and feather it out like that. But when you're using anything like water-soluble anything, whether it's watercolor, neocolors, ink tints, anything that you're adding water to, it's best to layer it up and let it dry. Or like I have a heat gun, I'll dry it in between. It's best to dry in between because you're going to peel your paper and you'll risk going through this thinner paper if you keep layering up without letting it dry. But once it's dry, see, I can continuously add more and more dark layers. But I want to leave some, light. See, like right there, I want to leave some light. I'm just getting in the shadows. And so yeah, I'm just trying to pick up where we left off, which is just shading more and more. Okay. And his pages are usually pretty symmetrical. So if you're doing one side one way and you want the other side the same, it's easy to see and tell where you need to go. So if you have any questions, put them in caps, guys. I'm just going to color and keep on. And again, this kind of process where you're doing very detailed shading with water and things like that, it just takes a while. And so this is one of those pages where you just don't get in a hurry. Okay. Hey, Patty, and anybody else popping in? Yeah, they're fun. Now, I will say this on if you just had to get one water medium for your color books, I would recommend Neo colors because you're never going to run out. These babies will last forever. I've had my set like 3 years, and you can barely tell I've even used them. The Zig, these are awesome. Watercolor in a brush. However, they're not cheap. They're like $3 each. And Eileen gifted me mine. So, yeah, if you're going to do it in a color book, you just be aware that, they're kind of, pricey. And they're not refillable, and they will, eventually wear out or run out. Whereas you're never going to run out of these. They just last and last and last because they're so pigmented, and you're just using like this the very little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on here. All my pages it's dry from the last time, that I did it worked in it. So I'm not having to worry about going over and over a wet spot right here at right this second. And I'm just kind of I just clean off my brush so I can feather it out with no pigment. But you can see how vibrant the colors are. They're very, very vibrant. And again, I'll talk about Bennett Klein's Facebook group. If you like coloring his pages or his books, he has a Facebook coloring group, and it's real friendly. Everybody's real nice, including Bennett Klein, who's always giving away free color book pages to the group, and that you can print off, download. It depends on how dark I want it. Depends on how dark I want it. And again, I don't have to do it all here with this. I can go in here with color pencil and add more, I'm not one pretty much when I'm doing any kind of color book page to say, oh, I'm only going to use this or that. I try to do that sometimes for, doing a show where I'm trying to use just, one or two things. But I'll go back and forth between everything. Just like her lips right here, it's mostly Neo color, but it's got some dark red pencil and white pencil to make that pop. But I don't, just however somebody asked me if y'all are watching the recording, how many layers, it's until I get it the darkness I want. However many it takes. Y'all remember Mr. Mom? When one of the men asked him what kind of volt did he use? When he says use AC, DC, said what is it, 10, 20, whatever it takes. He didn't know, this is whatever it takes. Anytime I say whatever it takes, it always reminds me of that Mr. Mom. And again, this is just one of those kind of pages you just take your time. You're not trying to like rush. Not that you have to, again, guys, you're going to see me a lot of times go a lot faster on anything I do here on the show than I would do if I was just by myself relaxing, because I'm trying to squeeze in as much as I can in a show, right? So. Oops. But when you're just doing it and relaxing yourself, you don't, need to hurry. Yes, I know, isn't it, Terry? I love Mr. Mom. That's hilarious. So I'm just kind of going back and forth, kind of just looking and seeing where I just need to keep adding and blending and we have so much snow. The dog disappeared. You had to shovel him a spot. Thought you meant you had to shovel the dog out. Oh, I lost the dog in the snow. That'd be bad, Patty. So what is anybody coloring in any Bennett Kleins now or lately? And are you a member of his Facebook group if you do like his art? Hey, Bee Ghost. Anybody else popping in and out? I'll try to stay, because I am really zoomed in here. And hopefully y'all can see fairly well. Vicki, you don't? Vicki, you color a lot of Zentangle-y stuff. Do you have a favorite one that you like? Vicki, I think she's colored hundreds of and Julie Topaz too, both of them. Julie Topaz has been posting hers lately. I don't think Vicki's posted any recently, but she might have needed a break because she had so many. She was doing so many Zentangle mandala type thing, I should say, not Zentangle, mandala type, and Julie Topaz too. You did the gentleman with the dog head. Oh, yeah. Karen, okay. My favorite mandala type are Angie Grace. Okay, Vicki, our alligator Vicki, said she likes the Angie Grace mandala ones. So this is very relaxing to me when I'm doing it with, I don't mind, I'm relaxed enough while I'm doing it on a show, but I never feel like, I have to hurry when I'm just doing them off the show. So I'm liking the way the red is looking. Just trying to see. Oh, hang on, guys, my chat locked. Yeah, 40. Yeah, Julie Topaz says today will be day 41 of her posting. She has been on a roll. I've probably missed some of them, Julie, but she posts on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I think you post on all three, don't you, Julie? I know you post on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure on Twitter. I bought a few coloring books a few months ago and still working on your first page. Well, what is it, Patty? And why are you still on your first? And I understand not everybody has time, guys. I totally get it. Totally get it. So. Okay. I'm going to move on to it a little bit, another color. I'm just going to I'm dabbing off all my Kleenex over there to blend, to get excess pigment out. So there you go. You're on day 42? Dang. Okay, so I got around her face. That's awesome. That's awesome, Julie. And they're good, too. I mean, they're complex little creatures that you're working on. They're complex. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. She's, I don't know how she finishes them, Vicky. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I understand, Patty, yeah. Yeah, all of November and so far in December, not thought I would follow through. It's awesome, Julie. And they look awesome, too. Yeah, and like you said, I don't know how many she's getting done. I only color when I'm at home. Mom is not go to travel. Jean says she likes to color when she's at her mom's. It's her go-to travel art. Oh. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to each flower here. Just a little. I'm just going to go around and touch in every flower one shade darker where I've already got everything. It's subtle. It's subtle. And I can always clean off the tip and blend it out a little like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go around to all the flowers real quick. Well, get a sip of coffee here. It's very relaxing to do the watercolor process. Do you think so, Bunny? Is Bunny still here? She does mostly watercolor in her color books, and I just wondered if she finds it relaxing as well to do watercolor, whatever kind of watercolor everybody uses, pencils, neocolors, whatever kind. So if that dries, you can, not really, not if you're adding more pigment. I mean, can it move? Like, can I go on here where it's dry and go like this and make it move? Yes. Yes, it will move. But you can layer it up just like you can layer in watercolor on, you know, how you can get light to dark in watercolor. You can do the same thing here. Because it is the same thing. It's just not watercolor paper. So you have to be aware that the paper is not going to hold up as well as like watercolor paper. But yeah, it's the same. It's the same because you're using the same stuff. You completed your second mixed media page. Oh, honey Jill. I don't fixative anything. I don't fixative anything. And I would recommend, I can't say whether you can on your watercolor stuff. I wouldn't, but you know, you can chance it. It's probably going to depend on what kind of fixative, what kind, is it spray, what kind, what brand. I can't recommend fixative anything because I don't fixative anything. I mean, I have some for like graphite drawing and stuff like that, but I don't fixative anything. Yeah, and you cannot varnish. You can't varnish anything that's water medium because you'll move it. It'll move. So I'm not going to tell you to varnish anything. You got to test. You know, you'd have to test. Can you varnish over? I mean, can you fixative neocolors? Can you fixative over this watercolor brush? Can you fixative over your water? You know, there's too many variables. Yeah, too many variables for me to say. Yeah, see, I don't use chalk anything because I personally don't like chalk. I don't like the dry feeling of chalk. So, I mean, I know you can fixative chalk, but I don't use chalk. So, yeah, that's just me. Whatever works for you guys. There's so many different things you can do, you know. Oh yeah, for sure, Carrie. You need to do, if you do fix it, if anything, to do it outside, because it does stink for sure. All right, So keep moving down here. I need a little bit darker in some of these areas. But I pretty much now, when I do my sketches and drawing, I use blue lead pencil because it doesn't smear. So most of the time when I'm sketching anymore, I'm using blue lead because it doesn't smear. I mean, just for my own sketch. Like you see me sketch out the dogs or the cats or whatever to do the ink drawings on. I do all that in blue lead because it doesn't smear and it erases easy enough. You know, where's my little... Right here. This is the lead I use. All right, I think that's pretty good. As far as, and I'll probably get back in here on some of the very, very, very dark. I'll let that red set up for a minute, and then I'll go in there with the pencil or something. I've just this minute fixed my ombre lettering with some spray, especially for crayons. It's completely odorless. Oh, good, Dorothy. Well, you can tell the girls the name of it then. What's the... Oh, Bennett Klein. Oh, sorry, Miko. This is it right here. Bennett Klein. Bennett Klein. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to another flower. I'm thinking. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? The next thing. Let me see. Let me get my... I want to get a light green here. Let me test out two greens here. Maybe I'll use these two. I want to do a... What do you call it? Some more leaves. Get a little test sheet. That's too green. That one's not the right shade. I think I'll just go with the neo color. Well, maybe. This will be good for a base. All right, so now what I want to do is go in here on all the little tiny leaves. No, you know what? I think I want to do those yellow ochre. No, I'll go ahead and do the stems. Because I think I want to do some of these daisies in yellow ochre. So let me just test this out and see how this might be too... Yeah, this is too bright of a green. I need a lighter olive. And this olive's too dark. Let's see, I might have to just go back with the... I'm going to have to go back with the neo colors on the olive. Let's see, because I can pick up a minimum amount. So let me go ahead and find a little spot. I could take these pins out of here. It's just where I store them. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch off a bunch of the olive green, and pick up just the little tiniest bit. Because I want this to be olive, but I want it very watered down, very light. Because I want you to be able to see green, but I don't want it to be blended into the background. So if y'all have any questions or want to talk to me, put them in caps so I know you're talking to me. Otherwise, the chat scrolls by and I'm not sure who you're talking to. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take a minute and go ahead and do the stems. I'm just going to go all the way around the page and get the stems of all the... And it's not showing up very much, but it's very subtle. My 3 Bennett Klein color books arrived with Daydream Serene Christmas. Oh, you're going to be busy, Bonnie. You're going to be busy. Are you in the Bennett Klein Facebook group? Are you on Facebook, Bonnie? I don't remember. it might not even be showing up. I don't know. It's very subtle where I'm doing the stems here. I'm not even sure if it's showing up, but they're getting colored. Where am I trying? Yeah, there's all kinds of, yeah, YouTube has every kind of artist drawing everything. I know. I follow a lot of them too. I get inspiration from a little bit of everything. Thanks, Vicky. It's showing up. Okay. Very subtle. Thanks, Miko. How you been, Miko, by the way? Miko's one of the most active people on the net I've ever known. She's everywhere. I'm serious. She's everywhere. I need a little bit more in my tray. I don't see her. Maybe I'm not. Maybe she's on Periscope so much. I'm not on Periscope that much, unless she tweets out something on Periscope. But she's an active, busy lady. Are you in that new journaling thing, Miko? Are you part of that? I can't remember. Are you part of that new? I think it's called Badass or journaling. I forget, is Kyla in it? I forget who all's in that. I've just seen it advertised on Instagram, but I haven't gone to the link. I'm good, thanks. For some reason I thought you were a contributor to that. Oh, okay, yay, Bunny. Do I follow you on Facebook? I don't even know. I can't keep. It's hard to keep up, guys. I'm on so many things. I don't do it as well as Miko. Tell ya. Okay. A couple of these stems need to be a little darker, not too much. I don't want them to get lost in the background. And I can always add more. You're a teacher in it. Oh, well, post your link. Yeah, post your link if people can still join. I don't know. Miko? Or if it's closed already or whatever, if it's a timed thing. Sorry, guys, I'm bumping the camera, reaching for a Kleenex. Like, I can't get a Kleenex out of the box. There we go. I was shredding. Oh. Now what do I do with my brush? There it is. I'm going to clean my brush. Yeah. Yeah, put your link in there if you want. Okay, I need to paper clip this back down. It's curling. My hand, what I'm doing is while I'm coloring, my hand keeps hitting the edge. See, like this? And I keep curling up the edge. So I'm going to paper clip this down. Because I keep curling my edge with my sleeve. Alrighty. So now I'm going to get in some yellow ochre. Now let me test. Let me look at my brush. I think that might be too. That might work. Let me just do a little test here. One of these. That's too brown. I figured I might have to go with my Neo colors on this too. I'll go to the second tray here. Okay, let's see. Let's test this one out. Is it yellow enough? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And again, I'm going to put one coat on, and then I'll go back in either with a darker shade here, like maybe this one. I think it's a little lighter. Those are almost the same. Anyway, I'll have to build up the pigment. But I'm just going to get a coat on it here. Because that's just a light first coat. Links should be open. Hey, Sherry. Put a link in there, Miko. I mean, if it's still open. I know, because people get all excited, they want to go, and then they can't because it's timed out. I do. All right. So I know I want these flowers at the bottom. I'm just going to have to kind of decide what. Move this tray out of the way. I can't get up under the camera. There we go. Yep. Thanks, Terry. Links are open, Miko. I thought I saw your name attached to that class. Okay. Oh, okay. It rolled by. Sorry, Miko. I didn't see it. And it's very subtle at first because, you know, it's just the first coat. All right. I think I want these to be... I'm just going to work my way around and get all the kind of daisy type looking flowers. And then I'll go back in and add some shading. No questions? Everybody good? Everybody working on something? I hope y'all are working on something while you're sitting here. Oh, it doesn't start till February. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Miko. Like I said, I just saw it go by on Instagram and saw your name. Is Kyla in it too? Is Kyla one of the teachers? I don't remember. Okay, do I want this one? I think I do want this one to be one as well. Right here in the center. And then I can start dropping down some of the yellow ochre into the headpiece here. Looks very light right now, guys. Okay, good. Yeah, send them to your... We let people come here and talk about their shows and their classes. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Just base coating the whole thing. And this last one down here. Okay, let's see. Now, I want to decide where else I want the yellow ochre in here. Oh, they can try for a free spot. Okay, Miko. I have patience. Maybe, sometimes. It depends on what it is. I like things to look good. So if it takes patience to look good, like when I do my portrait commissions, I want them to look good, so I have patience, you know? So it just depends, I think, on what it is. Now, do I want the outlines of next to the red to be this color? I think I do, because that'll make a big decision as far as things, what color they'll be, by doing the outlines next to the red stuff. Again, now I'm right up next to another watercolor, so you got to be careful so that you're not pulling that red into this ochre here. But now I can kind of make some decisions on what the next color is, where the next color is going. like that. Very subtle again, but I think you can see it. You're going to start painting on Peggy. Another, are you doing another Peggy's Cove, Jean? A new one? A separate one than the one you did? Jean's talking about she's going to do another Peggy's Cove painting. Okay, I got to kind of keep figuring out where this folds go. And it looks very light. When I look at the camera, it's hard for me to even see this color. So hopefully it's showing up for you guys a little bit. Yes, they are creamy. They're very creamy. The Neo colors. All right, let's see. And some things, guys, are very, very tiny. If you don't feel confident with the watercolor brush and getting in tiny little areas, then it might be gel pens will work better for you. Because gel pens, you know, they're so pointy and, you know, you can get right in on everything with the gel pen that you can't, it's sometimes hard to get with a brush. I have 2 single panel ones and three more. Oh my gosh, Jean. Plus another waterfall on. Good grief, Jean. You better, Christmas is sneaking up on you, Jean. You better stream more than twice a week. Just saying, Jean. You might need to stream more than twice a week to get all your Christmas paintings done. Just saying, girl. Just saying. Okay, then that goes right in here. If you're doing a symmetrical thing, sometimes it's easy to do this than that, you know, follow along so that you're doing one side and the other, because if you don't, you can get lost. Like, wait, where was that? You have a lot of work to do, Miss Sassy Pants. So yeah, this will take a few more, probably a few more parts to finish this one, because I never like to do them more than 2 hours at a time. So it's going to take us, you know, a few more parts to finish this. Know what I mean, Vern? Oh, you did finish the one for Till? Okay, Jean. Did you stream yesterday? If you did, I missed that one. Probably wouldn't have been able to make it, but I didn't see that you streamed. These little details, again, this would be a good section for a gel pen. These tiny, tiny little bits like this. This would probably be a good part for a gel pen, because even with my brush as pointy as it is, it's still a little tricky to get in some of those areas. Let's see, this goes right now. And this is just the first coat, guys. You have to let it dry and then layer up another layer. All right, let's see, where am I going with this now? Oh, you just worked on it late. Okay. All right. I'm going to come back up here. I'm trying to stay with Bennett Klein's tour here. Deciding where he was going with this. Gotta stay with the tour. Takes a little bit of looking, you know, on these designs. All right. Okay, coming down now onto around these. I guess that will be the yellow ochre. I'll just go ahead and go with that here. And it's very light until I can add more layer, you know, more shading, like the red, how the red is. That's how this is going to be. It's going to have shading on it too. But you want to let it dry or hit it with the heat gun. I have one sip of my hot coffee and know it's sitting there getting quite ice cold now. That's looking pretty though. It's going to be very lovely. Okay. I'm thinking it needs some black in there though. It's going to need some black. Don't know yet. Okay, coming over here. Going to keep moving around so that I can stay nice and zoomed in for you. Let's see, this right here needs to be. And a little bit of that. Welcome back, Vicky. What are you talking about? Are you throwing shade on Eileen, Vicky? She's not even here. So yeah, I'm working on 3 different color books, and I cannot wait to start on the mouse one. I got so many color books, so little time. But it's all good. We just work a little, we just keep on, work a little at a time. All right, now I know I want to get around this all this little filigree stuff is kind of where I'm, oh wait, I missed something right around the eye. Just a little bit of filigree in there and a little bit right in there. Vicky goes, I know, darn it. You want to throw shade on her while she's here, don't you, Vicky? Oh. Okay. I think I want that whole little thing right there. Okay, let's come over on this side. All right. Thanks, Laura. All right, let's keep going. Just following all this little filigree stuff here. And again, some of it's very tiny, and I am getting out of lines a little, but it's not going to matter because when I go in there to kind of shade in there with any pencil, I'll cover up any like little, places I get out of line. I think I hear my mailman. Very subtle. So he's still out there. Is he coming to the door? Or is he not coming to the door? My daughter sent something. She messaged me a little while ago, so I'm waiting to see if he gets out of the car. Out of the truck. Wait for it. Looks like, is it a she or he? They've got two different male. I got a mailman and a mail lady. She's looking like, do I have something? Is she gonna drive away? Oh, she's getting out. She's bringing a box. Oh, she's bringing a box to the door. I gotta go get that. Hang on, guys. One moment, please. And I'll get hot coffee while I'm there, because my coffee's cold. Well, I got one thing I can show. One thing I can't show y'all yet, but one thing I can show you. But I'm not going to show you yet because I have to back out. Okay, let me set this. Oh my gosh, y'all are going to crack up. You're going to have to wait. Got to be patient. Be patient for a couple more minutes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys. Got to catch my breath. I ran up and down the stairs 2 times because I forgot my coffee. Oh my gosh. You're going to crack up. You're going to crack up. But I want to finish this yellow first. Let me finish doing this and then we'll stop on this one because we're almost at an hour. And I said I wanted to work on it for an hour or so. Oh, I got to catch my breath. And then then I'll show you what I got. Oh my gosh, y'all are going to crack up. Y'all going to you're going to be, oh my gosh. Welcome back, honey Jill. Okay. Give me a couple minutes, guys. Because I do want to get this much done. Because I'm following my pattern here, and I don't want to lose my pattern where I'm going. Do I lose the... No, there it goes. All I can say is just wait a minute. You're going to get a giggle. This is very tiny. I got to keep rolling my brush to make sure it's real pointy because it's tiny. Hope y'all can still see this color because it's so light. So this will be part 3. Again, I really wanted to I want to finish up, maybe if y'all are up for it. It's 12:30. If y'all are up for it, I will finish. Oh, Mom's messaging me. Christmas package. Okay. Hang on, let me answer my mom. Okay. She's just telling me she mailed the Christmas package out, and all right, I gotta see where I was going with this. Okay, right there. Thanks, Vicky. Probably should add another color. I might have to go over it with something else. Trying to stay in camera. Trying to do this filigree. I don't really want that to be this color. Got a little dot of red right there. I'll just shade that in here. So I'm so zoomed in, guys. I have to zoom out before I can show you anything else other than this close-up here. Just give me a couple more minutes. Wait for it, yeah. But anyway, what I was going to say is, if y'all want, after I finish this segment, I can finish the epic, I have that one little bit on that epic coloring book the princess and the throne. We're almost done with that, so I really would like to finish that one because I can do that one in one more, another hour, I think. This I will not finish in another 2 hours. All right, let me look. Where am I going here? Just following along. All the way around her face. Okay, I want to do this right here. Around the eye. Just looking it over. I'm going back and forth on the sides here to see. I might have missed anything. Okay, let's go up here to the top. All right. I think I got all the yellow ochre. I mean, I might have a few more subtle flowers in here that might need to be. And again, this is, I don't even have a second coat on anything yet. But we've been here a little over, well, about an hour now. So it's starting to shape up. What do y'all think? She looking good? Takes a while. Takes a while. I think I want the centers of some of these flowers to be the blue. It might take away from her face. I think I'll wait. I'll wait on that. All right, let me clean my brush off. All right, I'm going to back out now, guys. So let's go ahead and zoom back out because we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've zoomed in 8 times. So that was pretty zoomy in. Let's refocus. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Is it looking good? I'm liking. I think she's looking good. Again, it's probably going to take another couple hours, working on it an hour or so at a time. But I wanted to at least get part 3 in here. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save this video, guys. And I'm not leaving you guys in chat, but hope y'all are enjoying doing this. If, again, this is in the Bennett Klein Dark, which will be reissued in January. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'll be right back.